By dark, he arrived at the edge of camp with dust for a crown and light in his eyes. He told the elders. He told anyone who would listen. I didn't find it. I noticed it. A small group went with him the next morning. Skeptics, mothers with children, an elder who walked with a carved staff and a habit of half smiles. They followed the notches like crumbs of stone. When they reached the lion-shaped ridge, the wind was in a stern mood. Sand kept trying to be sky. The group paused. "What if your marks are covered?" someone asked. "Then we learn to read the wind," Naom said. "And if the wind lies, we learn to read each other." The elder stamped his staff and nodded. "That's wisdom dressed like courage." They found the rope, frayed but holding, the cloth flicking like a small flag of defiance. Inside the narrow passage, the children hushed without being told. The first gasp at the water was the kind of sound you remember when the world gets loud again. For a while, the oasis was a secret shared by the few who were willing to walk on a rumor. Then the camp learned, as camps do. Some thanked Naom, some forgot who led them. Gratitude and memory rarely keep the same calendar. But the elders did not forget the deeper work. They asked Naom to teach others this strange craft of paying attention. He would stand with apprentices at dusk on the ridge and say, "There are two kinds of seeing. Seeing to confirm what you already think, and seeing until you are changed. The second one is slow, and it is the only one worth your whole life." He taught them the discipline of noticing, the greener shade of a plant that hints at buried moisture, the angle of a shadow that reveals a shelf of rock, the pattern of birds that suggests what's beneath their flight. Sometimes he was wrong. He told them that too. Being wrong is not the end, he said. Refusing to learn is. One evening, Tirzah brought him a strip of cloth dyed the same dark color as his old marker. "For your belt," she said, "in case you forget who you are when other people start remembering for you." "I'll forget sometimes," he said. "Remind me when I do." The years passed. The people moved. The cloud shifted and the fire continued to rise like a promise kept nightly. Naom earned a different kind of reputation. Not as the man who found water once, but as the man who taught ordinary people to be scouts of hope in their own places. "Don't wait for a miracle with a famous name," he would say with a grin. "Practice the small ones you can make with your hands." On the last evening before they broke camp for a long push, the elder with the carved staff approached Naom. "When we left the sea," the elder said, "many of us believed miracles would carry us all the way. But miracles are doors, not roads. You, son of Judah, taught us how to walk after the door opens." Naom looked at the ground, then at the endless pale of horizon. "I only did what anyone can do. Refused to let the wind decide whether my footprints matter." That night, the camp slept. The wind, for once, was gentle. In the morning, as the sun shouldered up the sky, the people rose and moved forward. The path wasn't guaranteed, neither was the next well. But thousands walked with new eyes, trained on the quiet details that save lives. And if you listen closely, you can hear their prayer, simple, dangerous, and true. Give us the courage to notice. Give us the patience to mark the way. Give us the humility to share the water when we find it. Don't wait for perfect conditions or famous signs. Train your attention. Leave useful marks. Share what you find. In deserts and in cities, that's how ordinary people become guides.